So, all right, now we're recording. Laurie, you're the star of the show.
No, not even. But I have a couple of things that have helped me sign a lot of people in the past. Actually, 3 years I've been doing this. But since I'm new on this team, I'll share what I've been doing for 3 years. Obviously, we all know that there's seeds that we plant over the years, you know, with people that we connect with. And one of the things I have found that has been just smoking amazing is when I do a Facebook takeover. And what I do, and I mentioned this before, when I go into your Facebook, you allow me to go in there and I become you. Not only do I become you, but I'm in your inbox with your permission on specific people, and the job that you have to do is take and save the photos that I'm sharing with your friends, with your people, and to read the notes, because almost every single question that's asked is asked by everybody. The same questions, time in and time out. You know, it's always the same question. So your wannabe distributor is learning. So I'm giving them probably about a good week while I'm in their Facebook, and immediately once all of their wraps are sold, well, obviously they don't have any wraps. So we just pre-sell and we crush it in the first week. So once all the money is flowing in, then I flip them. I turn around and I sign them into distributors almost immediately. So I do the dirty work for a week, and I'm in your Facebook, and I've got all your passwords and everything, so I'm in there doing the work. So it's easy. So once they flip or they sign up as a distributor, they could also be a loyal customer that I'll target specific people that I know are using the products, and those people are loyal customers that love the products and have great results. And so I'll target those specific people as I'm preparing to turn you into a distributor. And I'll do that with every intention of, once I lock on to you, I'm going to go into your Facebook, I'm going to take care of everything and basically do the work for you for one week or 2 weeks, however long it takes. And the only thing that I never ever say is, I am an It Works distributor on their page. Never do I put the logo, the It Works symbol. I always started off with, welcome to my family. Welcome to, my team. Never using the words, I am an It Works distributor, ever. Because nobody knows that you're really not a distributor until that time comes. And the minute I post your picture with your website, then it's official. So if any of you ever go onto my page and you see somebody that I say, welcome to my team, and there is no It Works website, that means something's happening. I'm in the process of turning that person into a distributor. And so a lot of my teammates will know that that is not an actual distributor until the time comes, which will usually be a few days later. But I've done that, and I've signed 6 distributors in 1 week and 3 in 1 day from doing that. The second thing is creating a photo, like on Photo Grid, where you take your soon-to-be distributor and create a little post of, maybe you might want to post with the greens, maybe you want to post with their picture, maybe you want to post welcome to my family. Never ever putting an It Works logo on that post. And that's where you start the ball rolling, 100%. And once the people start asking questions, I go in there and I move through as if I'm that person that I'm in their Facebook. The next thing I do is I'm signing men. And sometimes my friends that are coming in now, I'm signing them up to basically just push the greens. yes, the wraps too, but like Lori here, Lori changed her name to Lori Greenworks because she does very well with the greens. Still selling the wraps, but with men, I've kind of like moved men into their own little section where they're comfortable selling to other electricians or other plumbers or men at the gym. So we push the supplements and the greens with men. So I get them to join really, really quick because they're not pushing the wrap, which kind of scares them, but it also opens the door to more conversation as long as I get them in. And I'm going after somebody right now in Vegas who is a performer, and he's pushing the greens like nobody's business. But he's on stage, you know, and I told him, I said, you have no idea what the wraps can do in Vegas. And he said, I'll get to that. But right now I'm going to start off with the greens. The next and last thing is clean eating workshops. I get a lot of loyal customers and a lot of distributors when you kind of move. I'm not saying be deceitful. I'm saying move into clean eating workshops because you can have everybody bring a dish. And yes, I have ulterior motives, but when everybody's at the house to learn about clean eating and to start their journey, we talk all about exercise. We talk about nutritional meals. And the last half hour, I go for broke. It's one of our distributors, Stephanie Glover. She invited 3 women, and one of her mistakes was inviting me because I'm like, you invite me to your house, trust and believe I will sign everybody. And she invited 3 women, and we signed 3 women. That's the bottom line. So if you invite me to your house, it could be about clean eating, but the bottom line is if you're my distributor, no one's going to leave that house until they're signed. And so that's pretty much it. There's a lot of little nooks and crannies that I do to ensure my signups, you know, the people that I sign. But again, it's planting the seeds and staying focused on like locking like on a fighter jet. The minute you lock onto a person, that's it. I'm like a pit bull. There's no way you can shake me. The only thing you can do to shake me is you're going to have to sign. That's it. No.
That's so good. Okay, a couple of questions with the Facebook takeover. So say somebody doesn't have a lot of time to devote to something that sounds like a lot of work. What are like a couple of things that they could do that is kind of like what you're talking about, but maybe not as much?
Well, you're going to start them off with, you're going to show them how easy it is. You're going to show them how you don't even have to leave your couch. And the reason for that is, like, when you're doing the work for them, it gives them an opportunity to see all these questions coming in, and they're learning about the business. And I'm in your Facebook, and if you have any questions, you message me. But it gives them a chance to learn in 1 week what's coming. And that's, for me, that works for me. It doesn't work for everybody. But I've lost so many distributors that have signed up, and boom, they're gone into the night 2-3 days after. So now I've created so much buzz around your timeline that we're crushing it. And then the minute you sign, your loyals are done. Your distributors are done. The only thing you got to do is just turn on your auto ship and prepare to do this every single month by getting 4 loyals and a couple of distributors every single month. But what have you learned? How to play the game correctly.
So, okay, the second thing, can you just explain that one more time? The second thing you were talking about, you said Facebook takeover and the cleaning workshop. So what was the second thing that you said?
Signing up men for the greens.
Yeah. Okay. So
I don't just let me explain. I don't sign them up for greens. That's where I get men to understand that They can push the supplements. They can push the greens. I had more guys that are like, Laurie, you don't understand. Women are thinking that I'm calling them fat. So I understand how difficult, but what I do is I take on husband and wife. I sign her as a distributor. Okay. She's got the website. Everything is running through her. What do I have her husband doing? He's at the job site. He's selling actual boxes for $55, $65, $70 for a box of greens to somebody, another coworker, another electrician who he sees running into 7-Eleven that's buying Monster drinks, you know? And so what I do is I take and tag team. The men push the greens and the supplements. She does the same thing, but I kind of let him feel like he has his own identity with the greens. And, you know, this is his ball, you know, the ball's in his court with the greens, and she's doing the wraps. But technically what happens is when those men do go into her website, they have access to everything. And all of a sudden, the wrap is at their fingertips. But for me, men get afraid when I'm like, you could sell these wraps to everybody. And they're like, you don't understand. It's not easy to sell a wrap to women.
I think that's a great point. I am going to start doing that more, like talking about more supplements, because I think it is scary for them. And being that totally naive to this business, if somebody came up to me and said, hey, you want to buy a wrap? And it was a guy, I'd be like, for real? So right. You're so right about that.
Yeah, and they love it. They love it because they're like, yeah, I sell greens and supplements.
Right.
So greens and supplements, yes, we sell everything. But when you are tag teaming and you're taking a wife and a husband that are doing the work together,
right?
She, on his magnet, is her website.
Right.
You see, so on those magnets, once he feels like he's doing the work. And I told, like my son who is in, with me, I said, son, I know you love me, but you're putting the money into my pockets, and that's not good. You need to put it in your own pockets. And he goes, I don't want to talk to women about, or anybody about the wrap. And I said, okay, so you know what? You're going to be selling the greens. And I'm going to give you samples. I'm going to give you a couple of boxes, and I just need you to shut up and just give them the samples. That's it. Just give them the samples. You're not paying for it, so, just give them the samples and tell them if they have any questions to call you.
With your clean eating workshops, is that something you do like weekly or monthly, or?
I do mine monthly, but I have all of my distributors that are doing the same thing that have started their journey. And when you start your clean eating, you open the door to everybody, men and women. There's no kids that come to there, but it's so awesome because when you're starting a journey, the last thing you want to do is start your journey by yourself. You need somebody that has ideas of where to go do aqua Zumba. When can we bike ride? When can we take walks? Who's in the area? And so what happens is they're on the Pro Fit. They're on the Fat Fighters. They're on the Thermal Fit. Now, what are we doing at these clean eating? We're also measuring you. I'm measuring you from your neck down to your calves. And we're starting your journey. And so you're not completely, totally alone. I am working with you step by step. And so is everybody on the team. And what do you do when you do a clean eating? You're inviting all your people, which terrifies them if they don't know what the wrap is. But the minute you're in the house, it's going down. Yeah, you want to have clean eating because if you want long-term results, it starts with the food.
Agreed. So how do these people know that you probably are going to talk about some It Works supplements at the end, or do you just start talking about what you've been doing, or,
these people that invite me into their home, they know me. There's my distributors are usually the ones that we're doing it because we are doing clean eating workshops together. But I recommend this for anybody because once you open the door to diet and exercise, everything about our wrap falls into place. And what do you get? You don't get a one-time chick that's going to just try a $25 wrap and be on her merry way. You've already talked to her about long-term results. So you're talking to her about clean eating, exercise, and then all of a sudden, once you kick in the wraps, it's a no-brainer, because as they lose weight, they want to tighten, firm their skin. And you have the opportunity to talk about the ThermoFit. You have an opportunity to talk about the ProFit and the fat fighters if they're still carb addicts.
Awesome. I love that. Anybody have any questions for Laurie?
I have a couple of things, a bunch of things. Everything you said, Laurie, is awesome. And the whole clean eating thing is great because, and you have a story because you're on a journey and you're educating yourself on proper nutrition, and you share that and everyone just sees what's coming out of it. It's sold. It's not posting stuff on Facebook that, hey, buy a wrap from me, like they're buying the person, like everyone's been saying, they're buying you because you are a result of all of this awesome health stuff. The Facebook takeover thing, I really like it because even when you have a new person start, they just don't have the answers, and that is really scary to a lot of them, and they stop, they quit because they're scared and they don't have the answers. And by you doing that, you have all the answers to the top questions right there that they can copy and paste, or they can refer back to, instead of just having a general conversation with them. So I think it's awesome, and they can see how easy it is too. What else? Oh, the whole thing about men selling. I actually had a conversation with Kyler Pentecost, and the wraps are the last thing that he talks about. You're like right on key with that, with even what he does. And, he's an ambassador. So the question I have for you, say I'm at one of your clean eating meetings or some other meeting, and I'm somewhat interested in what you're saying, but I'm not quite sold. How are you walking out of there signing me? What are you saying to people to seal the deal?
Okay. What I'm saying is, you don't come to a clean eating workshop for nothing. So when you're there on your journey, because I mix the two, from the minute I get there, I'm sharing my photos and I'm showing you what the Works products did for me with my ThermoFit when I started, with my Fat Fighter. So I hit you.
You have what I need. In other words,
I
make sure that you tell me that you have what I need.
Yeah, every single thing. There's nothing. And one girl, she kind of like slipped in a little comment about, her hair. And it was on the minute she said the word hair. Anyway, so I signed her under my distributor as a loyal customer for the hair, skin, and nails. Obviously, that was coming. But when the minute she said the word hair, it was over. Right then and there, I said, here's your paperwork, sweetheart. Go ahead and start filling that out. And I said, and guess what tonight, ladies? Tonight is your lucky night, because guess what? Sign up is free. So jump on it now. Everything is free to sign up. It's a 3-month commitment, but hello, you're going to learn everything about this product or other products in 90 days. And I just hit them with so many good things that that no money's coming out of your pocket other than the product that you're purchasing. It's free tonight because we're going to give you our discount because we are good like that.
That's awesome.
So it's nice, but people want change. People are hungry they already know everything, but that when you have a team, of people that are in the same room with you that are like, I need to do this. Will you go with me to Aqua Zumba? Yeah, girl, it's only $4 for the class, and I'll sign you up. You get 3 days for free at my gym. So you're not just going in there selling It Works products. you're selling
A support system.
support system. Yeah. I mean, when I was 197 pounds, nobody came to offer me nothing. Nobody was, as I'm moving into a size 18, nobody was there to offer me anything. No support. In fact, they were like, let's go get some drinks, girl. Nobody was there for me. So when I decided to start this journey, I was totally alone. Totally alone. And so when people show up at your house for a clean eating workshop, they're already hungry for information. They're already looking for the answer. You don't have to do nothing but put the piece of paper in their hand. And I told this girl that I was at her house, I said, I need your iPad immediately. I need your website up and running. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Well, it's not charged. Okay, don't worry about it. We're going to go ahead and take credit card information right now. Here, ladies, everybody has a piece of paper. Everybody go ahead and start filling out your information. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you almost as a matter of fact, this is going to help you on your journey. I've already measured you. We've already talked about good, clean eating. We've already talked about exercise. That's the final straw is like, you're signing up tonight for free.
Awesome.
You know, so you make it so we are the cherry on the cake. Everything that you're doing is in unison. Everything is it's diet, exercise, and wrapping. Do the do. Do the do. So everything, I always have ulterior motives when I walk into your house. If you happen to be a distributor of mine, it's going to be in your favor.
Okay.
So what do you say to people who, since you've been doing it 3 years, what would you say to people who are kind of overwhelmed and just feel like nothing is working?
Then I'll take it back to the food. I'll always go back to the food. I'll always go back to the basics, no matter what. Everything and all the exercise that you do, it means nothing if you go and treat yourself to Sweet Frog after you leave. It's pointless. So when you're at that point where you feel like you're just ready to just quit, we'll go back to the food and we'll do a field trip to, you know, the Global Foods or H Mart, you know, where it's all this vegetables and fruit, and we'll take it back down to the basics. With that, when you're doing that, you always are moving in the direction towards this person becoming a distributor. So when you're holding their hand on any level, the minute I wake up to the time I go to sleep, and even while I'm sleeping, I'm still dreaming of ways of how I'm going to sign somebody. So when I'm holding your hand, I'm going to sign you. I've already locked onto you. So there's no limit. Everything that I do is for you. Period. And I'll tell people, choose your lane. What is it that you want? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to save money? Or do you want to make money? And I always tell people there's only two things that I know in this business, is how to lose weight and how to make money. What would you like? And most of the time they're going to come back with both.
Right. Hey, Liz, I see that you have been doing some online stuff. Want to talk about that?
Hey there. Okay. Everybody hear me? Okay. Awesome. I've been doing weekly meetings. I know that seems kind of redundant, but every week somebody's busy and every other week somebody's not busy. The same person that was busy one week isn't going to be busy the next. So invite them to every meeting, and I just host online meetings all the time. I do Zoom meetings constantly. I am always talking to people. Like, I was outside of work. I was telling this one girl, she goes to the gym constantly. She's a gym rat, right? She's up in there. She's doing her thing. And I'm like, you know, you could have this. And she's like, well, what's that? And I'm telling her about the greens. And she's like, okay, cool. Yeah. What about the wraps? Do you do those? I was like, I do. And so she gets done talking with me, and she goes over to a group of her friends at work, and there's like 7 people around me asking me all these questions. And I'm like, okay, I'll answer them. So I answer all these questions, and everybody's like, okay, I'm definitely going to have to do something with this. I have a person at work, a male, by the way, signing for the greens. I have a loyal customer that's already signed with the hair, skin, and nails. I have so many people, it's not even funny. So I'm trying to keep all these people motivated, and that's my job as their health and wellness coach. That's my job. As an It Works distributor, it's my job to make the money. So
amen to that.
Yes, see you over there.
So when you say you host meetings, so is this like meetings with your team or meetings like telling people about like the products and the business? Okay.
Always both. Normally I'll host a live meeting at my house from like noon to 2. And stop. My son's trying to get in the picture here. So I'm trying to do a live meeting for like 12 to 2, but I'll do an online meeting at the same time, or a Zoom meeting at the same time. So they're in with me and they hear everything that I'm saying. And my aunt's actually a loyal customer. She's flipping to a distributor next month. So, I mean, I'm doing something. I'm not doing nothing.
I love it. Can you say that one more time?
I'm doing something and I'm not doing nothing.
That's awesome. Hey, does anybody else have any comments about what they've been doing, or questions for anybody, or anything?
I have. It's the wood form. I can balance.
You know, I just want to toss that out there too. A lot of people will think the wraps are really, really expensive because 4 for $59 seems like a lot to people that are living paycheck to paycheck. Now, those are the people that you want to offer the business opportunity to. Now, the people that actually want something from us, and they're like, no, I don't want to be a distributor. I want something and stuff like that. I made a chart, which Laurie knows about. She has the picture. She's shared it with a lot of people. It's $33 and under products. I just cut out all of our products out of the catalog, and I put them on this big poster board, and it says all the products under $33. So if anybody comes to my house, or anybody on a Zoom meeting can actually see, hey, these are all the products that I have for under $33. So it's not going to be expensive for you. So I'm trying to make it decent for certain people instead of telling them nothing but wrap.
That's awesome. I love that's a great idea. Even just to have like in the background of your online meeting so people can like kind of look at that. That's awesome.
Yep.
Anybody else have anything to add?
Honestly.
Keep you guys too long. Nothing, Amber?
I just got out of the shower. Sorry about all the wet head.
Mommy.
Listen, Laurie, I love your enthusiasm.
Me too.
That goes so far. It goes so far. These are awesome.
That's awesome. Hey, thanks everybody for jumping on, and thanks Laurie, and thanks Liz, and thanks Lisa. You guys are awesome.
Thank you guys.
I love your faces.
That's awesome. All right, guys. Until next time.